So, like, what do we want to start with?
Oh God, how do we start this in the first place?
Do people still
I don't
use
remember.
Genjutsu Boruto? I don't remember anybody using Genjutsu when I was catching up.
Yeah, nobody uses Genjutsu. The most we got for Genjutsu is the wrong translation where Shikamaru says, what is this Genjutsu or whatever, or I can't believe this Genjutsu or something. Why did I say that? It's not even what he says. That's the most we've got of Genjutsu and Boruto.
And oh no, that's the Shinjutsu. Never mind. I was like, no.
The Shinkutsu?
I think the most,
basically-
honestly speaking, I think the closest to Genjutsu we've gotten is Sasuke threatening Shoujoji. I think that's the closest.
Well, we got Sarada Genjutsuing herself in the filler.
I'm talking about in the manga. In the anime, Sarada uses actual Genjutsu like 3 times.
Yeah.
A whole 3 times, really?
Would you
Yeah, I
consider
know. It's a lot, right?
Would you consider a technique Genjutsu, or does it have to be chakra based? Because those Byakugan suppressant dust bombs, you could consider that a Genjutsu.
That wouldn't be that would not be a Genjutsu.
It's
of
an
any- that's not an
illusionary
illusion.
technique.
It's just
It's like sleight of hand. It's
no, it's not.
it's
No, Oodie, it's not. It's not.
Are we talking real world Genjutsu or are we talking Naruto Genjutsu?
real world
No,
Genjutsu.
yeah. So like what he's referring to is the smoke bomb Sasuke used against the Shiki so that he couldn't find Kawaki. That's wouldn't be considered a Genjutsu because it's not creating an illusion that isn't real. All it's doing, it's just like putting a wall, a blindfold on someone. It's just you can't see me.
It's
literally can't see me. That's not an
Genjutsu.
illusion.
No, because
No.
the purpose of a Genjutsu is to make one's vision unclear. So
no, that's
Ishiki's
not the purpose of a
vision was
Genjutsu.
unclear.
It's not the
Genjutsu
purpose.
is just a
That's
What about
not the
sound-based
purpose.
Wait, what
That's how
about
it
sound
comes about.
Genjutsu then?
Well, again,
Yeah,
it
no,
makes their
that's not the
vision
purpose of a
unclear.
Genjutsu.
Their vision isn't clear under
No,
sound
that's not
Genjutsu.
That is
Are we
not the
talking-
purpose of a Genjutsu. So, no, Oodie, that smoke bomb would not count. For example, when Kiba used smoke bombs against Naruto and the
That's a
Trinity King's
Genjutsu.
prelims, you would not say, yeah, Kiba used Genjutsu.
I did-
No,
he
that
did.
doesn't make sense.
Okay,
There's no-
okay. So how
I
does
thought
Lee-
Genjutsu was
illusion.
stimulation
So let-
of the brain.
Okay, so Kamui, how does Lee have a 0.5 in Genjutsu in the data book? Why is it not 0?
I
Because
don't
Genjutsu
know.
is
It
just
doesn't make
no,
sense.
no.
I
Because
mean,
Lee's
makes
able to
sense because
dispel
it's
Genjutsu.
consistent.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, no, actually, he's got a good point. Maybe it's because he can dispel Genjutsu.
No, he can. It's true. He can. Like that's been.
Yeah,
that's
and that would
confirmed,
distract them with an illusionary technique in the same way Ishiki was
Wait, no,
distracted by the smoke bombs.
No.
He's just
Lee's rating is
spouting nonsense.
Lee's rating is definitely for the fact that he can like dispel Genjutsu, basic level Genjutsu for like non-Genjutsu experts.
Yeah, like
mean,
Mike Guy can do that too.
Yeah, the whole thing of Genjutsu is just like stimulation of the brain, right? Directly to one's brain, the nervous system, attack using your chakra networks in the brain to make them see or feel something crazy.
I feel like releasing
more
a
or less.
Genjutsu
Chakras
is
in the
more of a
brain,
ninjutsu,
like-
or really just a chakra-based technique. I feel like it's not any of the 3.
Practically, the way
closest
the way
ninjutsu.
it's described in the data book and by Jiraiya is it's basically just a really complicated form of ninjutsu.
Yeah.
I mean, it's separated out, ninjutsu, genjutsu, taijutsu, but it's really, in a sense, just ninjutsu, but a specific type of ninjutsu.
Technically, you could consider it all 3
but-
because you got to move your body to do it. It's taijutsu. Ninjutsu because it's chakra, and then genjutsu because that's what you're breaking out of. There you go, all 3.
No, I'm almost positive that like how it works is it sends chakra signals straight to the brain. I mean, I know it's so if it doesn't do that, it doesn't qualify as a Genjutsu. Well, yeah, because Infinite Tsuki only does it. Even the sound ones do it to the brain. Okay, I'm trying to think of examples where it doesn't. Where it's sending signals to the brain.
The point is that genjutsu specifically, it's meant to just like hijack your brain, basically hijack your senses, make you out of whack.
Well, I'm thinking of a way where it doesn't, so we could, consider. What does Genjutsu translate to? Because I thought it meant like the art of trickery or something. In which case,
the art of illusion.
Technique.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And
is he kind of right then?
Ishiki was tricked.
I mean, I think he's kind of right then if that's the case.
Exactly.
That's what I was. Yeah, I
No,
Because
that's-
Ishiki
no, but
knew where
Oodie, in that
Kawaki
case,
was, and then he was tricked
no.
into not knowing where he was.
No, he wasn't tricked into not knowing. That's not what happened there. So, like,
Smoke
if you
bomb
want to
tricked him.
call
I don't know,
anything
man.
the Genjutsu would be Kawaki's shadow clone trick at the end. That would
Like,
be
no,
more
no,
like
no.
the Genjutsu here in this case,
Because
not the
Are we
smoke bomb.
talking?
it's not tricking Ishiki, it's tricking Ishiki's knowledge. Ishiki knew where Kawaki was,
No,
and then
that's not
because
no,
of the
that's
trick, he
that's
didn't
not
know where he
true.
was.
No, that's not true. It's not that it wasn't tricking him into not knowing what he was. He quite literally did not know where he was anymore.
Because the smoke bomb tricked him.
But
No, isn't that-
that was
Isn't that the same
reality.
thing, though?
In reality, he didn't know where Kawaki was now. That's just the truth. So, no. Now, if you want to call something like an illusion, like a Genjutsu, the clone jutsu, the regular ass clone jutsu, where they're not real clones, they're just illusions. By all rights, that should be a Genjutsu if you want to look at it as an art of illusion, but it's not considered Genjutsu because it's not tricking your brain into seeing these illusions. I think
No,
that's
Yeah, you're
no,
not
no.
creating it.
But
I think
Kamui,
that's
Nah.
the premise,
Kamui,
like,
let's
the
not
creation of it.
let's not forget
If
the
we're
basic clone
If we're
jutsu
talking,
is just a smoke bomb. So you're just being biased
No,
against
it
smoke
isn't.
bombs. It is.
I'm lost.
It's
I'm
not a
lost.
smoke.
No.
Every time a clone jutsu
if we're
dispels,
talking IR,
smoke comes out.
He's
It's
got
a smoke
point.
bomb.
No,
If we're
only the
talking
shadow.
IRL.
No, that's not true. That's only true for the shadow clone jutsu, not the regular clone jutsu.
Okay, so
It
Kamui,
doesn't do
let
the smoke for regular.
so
clones.
Kamui, let me ask you this: the Byakugan suppressant smoke bomb, is it a genjutsu before the smoke bomb comes out? Like the container of it, the shell of the smoke bomb.
No,
Is that a
Oodie,
genjutsu?
Oodie, it is a physical.
Okay, so why is the clone
It is a
jutsu?
physical sub.
Why is the
Oodie,
clone jutsu then?
Because the smoke bomb is a physical substance. It's literally just picking up dust off the ground. Essentially,
It's not chakra
That's
based
all-
either, is it?
It's literally just dust that just so happens to obstruct clavicular.
Well, that then yeah, it can't be genjutsu. I mean, you need chakra to be genjutsu.
Okay,
And then,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
So-
literally like just taking rocks and crumbling them in the air. Like it's just a special dust.
Okay, so
even
Kamui,
taijutsu uses chakra.
what if
So yeah, no.
what if Kawaki used the transformation jutsu to transform into the Byakugan suppressant smoke bomb? Is
He
that a
can't
genjutsu?
do that, as far as I'm aware.
Hypothetically,
Huh?
his
But,
karma ability
like the
just allows
smoke?
him to. Is that a genjutsu?
I count that as
So-
a genjutsu. Then yeah, I would.
See,
absolutely
no,
would.
because like for example,
W
I mean,
Nance.
In the sense of that
say
it's
what,
tricking
like-
someone, like a pseudo.
no, but
genjutsu.
like for example though,
Yeah.
because I mean,
I agree.
ninja in general, art of deception is a big thing, but that's not considered genjutsu at all times. So
Good point.
when Boruto transformed into a sword against Ishiki, you could argue, oh, it's an illusion. He's not actually a sword. But the thing is, with like the transformation jutsu, technically Boruto was a sword. Like he was sharp like a sword, looked like a sword, felt like a sword. Like he literally just became a sword.
Okay.
Like it's
So
not
it-
even really just an illusion. Like he literally is a sword for the moment.
So it goes back to whether or not it directly interacts with your brain. Then.
Yeah, but
And
I
it's
think
uses
it's-
chakra.
it's
Those are two
tricking
different
Think of it
conditions.
is
Ishiki's
I think-
eyes. Ishiki's eyes were tricked.
I don't think that's the problem though, is it's not a matter of whether it tricks you. You can trick someone with taijutsu maneuvers that would be considered genjutsu.
Not me.
The point is whether it is like in reality the case. So like if Boruto just is
And
a
it's
sword
visual.
temporarily, well he is a sword. It's not an illusion of a sword. Like Boruto literally is that sword right now.
Yeah, it's sleight of
The
hand.
only weird that
Well,
it's
yeah, but he
not
can still
sleight
be.
of hand
Because
it doesn't make
he
sense in
he
that
sees
context.
Kawaki and
Sleight of
he
hand
wants
could
to
work
see
for the
Kawaki,
substitution jutsu.
and then because of the
I mean, it's kinda
genjutsu,
sleight of
he
hand.
no longer sees
Swap out.
Kawaki.
I give you that.
The genjutsu is serving its
No,
purpose.
It's not, Oodie, can you please, for the love of God, stop with the smoke bomb thing? That one's stupid, okay? Stop. Okay, so if you want to debate one, the regular clone jutsu is the one. Because that one, the clones literally aren't actually there. Like, they are just illusions. But there's something different about its application. I think it's just the fact that you're not manipulating someone's brain to make them see it. You would just are kind of like putting up a photo of yourself. It's in a sense, it's just like you're creating them, but you're not tricking a brain into seeing them. It's like you're literally just creating. I think that's a difference, really, in that case.
But I feel like either way, you're still changing their
talking-
brain, because their brain is one way, and then you do the sleight of hand, and then their brain is a different way now.
directly, though.
Yeah, not
But, like,
directly.
though. Like,
Well-
you're directly targeting their brain. I think that's what the
As a
Genjutsu-
plain old magic trick Genjutsu then? Like the regular magic trick that any person could do. Is that Genjutsu?
It's not direct, but it's functionally the same thing, because it's still achieving the same exact thing, whether it's direct or indirect. Their brain
exactly.
is changed
So that
No,
means the
but
smoke
it-
bomb is Genjutsu.
No, but the thing is, like, to say that it achieves the same end result isn't the point, though. It's how you get there that defines whether it's ninjutsu, taijutsu, or genjutsu. So, because that's the important thing to focus on.
If they're still tricked, it doesn't matter.
So Kamui,
No, but it would be a
hypothetically,
trick. Regardless, it's a trick, but the point is that doesn't make it a genjutsu just because it's a trick.
so Kamui, hypothetically, if
It's
Rock Lee
IRL
punched
Genjutsu,
Kakashi in the
Naruto
head,
Genjutsu.
if Rock Lee punched
Hold on, you
Kakashi
were
in the
both talking.
head, giving him a concussion, changing his brain into seeing illusions, seeing multiple Rock Lees, is that Genjutsu?
No. Because Kawaki, because they like the, I mean, Kawaki would have to use a genjutsu. Like, he would use a genjutsu to make Kakashi see these specific things that Kawaki is creating. Kawaki in this case isn't creating the illusions. He just did something, and Kakashi's brain itself essentially made the illusions in that case.
Okay, but in this
But
case,
because Kawaki
Lee is
didn't create the
intentionally
illusion.
doing it. Like, he's not just randomly punching Kakashi hard. He's like, if I punch Kakashi exactly here in the head,
No.
at exactly this strength level, he will see illusions. Like, he's doing it for the illusions, not for the
No,
punch.
but that would be like using a scientific knowledge of if a human is hit in this spot, they will hallucinate. That's not Kawaki creating the specific hallucination that Kakashi sees. Kakashi's own brain would just hallucinate whatever it hallucinates. Kawaki would have no control over what he sees. It's not established in the Naruto verse that you can hit freaking Morse code hit Kakashi in the head to create illusions. It's just not a thing. Like
Okay,
it
but
doesn't. Kawaki can't control what Kakashi sees
but
specifically.
sleight of hand is also based on the scientific understanding of perception. It's like the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
manipulating the human body through some way.
Well,
And then you
well,
look at
Sasuke
Dosu's
using
explanation.
wind release and water release.
Yeah, but sleight of hand is not the same thing as
Well, like,
genjutsu.
well,
It
think
might
of
be
it this way.
the inspiration of genjutsu. It might have an inspiration for genjutsu in Naruto, but within the Naruto verse, sleight of hand is not genjutsu. The substitution jutsu would be an example of sleight of hand. It's not remotely considered genjutsu by anyone.
Well, in the same way, like, look at Sasuke when he used that fake ice style, when he combined wind and water release. Like, yeah, it was kind of ice style, but it's not ice style. It's close. It's basically ice style for all intents and purposes. For practicality purposes, it works as a trick. If you're using Genjutsu for tricking purposes, then sure. Like when Sasuke used his Sharingan to make Danzo think he had more Sharingan eyes. But and if that's the case, then yeah, I'd say it is a Genjutsu. But if we're being more specific, I think it does kind of need to target that brain.
I mean, that's funny because it's not ice style, but it's ice, and it is a style. So it's ice style.
Yeah.
Like, it is still frozen
no,
water.
no,
It's not the ice release
No, but